When we define descriptive flex field, you might have noticed that you can only have one set of values. For example, bank, you can only have one bank and branch. Or when you have a country and state list, you can only have one set of country and one set of city or state, which are independent, dependent, or a employee list. Now, the major problem with that is that you cannot have multiple sets of values. Suppose you want to enter two, three banks for one person, you can't do that. Or if you want to enter two, three states for one person, you can't do that. Now, to overcome this shortcoming, Oracle has given us something called as a person extra information or extensible flex field, where we can see that. First, I will show you where we see it. Then we'll see how we can look at it. So when you go to anyone, any person, you click on him, go to the person record. You will see this extra information tab over here. So far, we have been looking at person information and contacts and documents for some of you. If you go to extra information, you will find there's a lot of extra information that can be added here. For example, if I say assigned property, so here you can have multiple values of assigned property. Or if you want disciplinary details, so there might be multiple instances where you can add the incidents that are happening, or some incident accident that has happened in the workplace, right? So how do we enter values here? You can click on this, click on the edit or correct or update. So let's say correct. Then this will get enabled. Okay, now this is enabled. Click add a row. This is not the row. This is for querying. Okay, a new case place will open up. Let's say I enter SP101, date of injury in terms of month, where the event occurred, what type of injury or illness. So these are your, just like your flex field, independent, dependent, okay, format only. You could have another field here saying reported by. So once you do reported by, then it becomes a, see the format. Since this is a format only, it is enforcing that it should be a number only. So I can't have alphanumeric over here. Next, I can add another incident. Okay, these are non-mandatory. The mandatory ones are shown with an asterisk. Once you're done, then you can submit this and then this will be saved. So your request has been submitted. If there are any approvals, then they will appear here. So right now we'll go back to it and we'll see that again. Incident accident tracking. So there might be lot of values here. So in this way, you can do a query here. Okay, for example, I'll just type INJ and press enter. So only the injury one will come here. So this field, this row is for query. Okay, this is enabled by this query by example. If you click on this, that row goes away. Clear, everybody? By default, this is disabled. You have to first click on this extra information, click on correct or update. Then this will become enabled. Then you add it, and then you will be able to add the next one. Now we will see how we can do this type of flex fields in the system. This is also a flex field. This is called as extra information or extensible flex field. The official name is extensible flex field. For that, we will go to setup and maintenance. You can search for extensible flex field here. Person extensible flex field. Okay. And you click on edit. By default here, all your current ones will be displayed. Okay. Once you click on this, all your current ones will be displayed here. Each of them is a context. So what we have to do is first we have to go and create a context here. Do you see this manage context at the top? Click on manage context. And we will create a context first. This is for search. Don't enter anything here. This is for search. So we'll put a display name. Let's say SP SP library, SP investment, or you can have an investment tracker, bank details, you can have library, you can have office properties. Okay. During COVID times, a lot of companies were providing office property to at home, right? They want to track. Now you can have a single row or a multiple row. Let's keep it multiple rows here. And then you will need to put context. If you try to save it now, you will get an error message. Okay. The reason being that you need to add a context usage here. Click on this for person, view privileges, leave this none. Okay. And then you can save it. Once you save it, only then these segments will get enabled. So I will say first one, serial number, data type, number, value set. I can give a value set, which will be a free text field, but of number type. So let's see what is there. I don't want any type of validation on this. So let's see if this will suffice. Only numbers to be entered. Okay, view value set. And this is format only. So that's okay. Save and close. And serial number. In case you don't find the appropriate one, you can always create your own one and use it. After this, oh, another thing, for the entire set, for your entire context, there has to be a unique key. Okay, we can keep the segment as unique. Then save and create another. We will say SP asset name. Asset name can be a list of values, independent list. We can create the value set here, SP asset name. Instead of table, we'll make it independent. Character, text, maximum length, let's keep it as 30. Save and then we'll add some values here. So what kind of assets have been given? Let's say mobile phone, desktop, laptop, router. Some companies give chairs also, chair, table. Okay. Anything else that you feel like you can add it here. Save and close. So now your asset is done. Then we can, if required, you can have a brand name also, which can be a dependent one. Brand name, create a value set, SP brand name, dependent character, text. Now this will be dependent on my asset. Save, and I'll add some values here. So if I'm adding, let's say, Acer laptop, Mac, HP, oops, and HP can be Lenovo desktop. Let's put a mobile phone also. Samsung, then we have routers. So let's say Huawei, okay. So all these are different types I have added here. If you might have a sim or you might have anything else, chairs, tables like we have added. Okay. So this one is now added. Then we'll add another one, save and create, where we'll say um, approved by. So this will be your list of employees. So employee list. Oops, no, not this one. Here, please make the display size small. Then it becomes manageable. Otherwise, it becomes too big and you have to keep scrolling across to see it. So let's just change these. Make it 5. Display size 10. So save and close. So we are done with creating the flex field structure. The next step that we have to do is you will have to come back here. And this is very important. If you don't do these two things, it will not appear. One is you have to add a context, and another one is you have to add a page. So how will we do that? For the context, you click on the person extra, you will get this. Click on this, select and add. You see this green plus sign? Click on this and you can search. So SP office property you will get here. Say OK. It is safer to save. Just save, don't close. Go to pages here. Unless you put a page, the fields will not display properly. So add it over here and we can call it SP office property. Okay, done. And after you have done this, in this section, you have to associate it. You have to link it. Click on this. You will get your SP property here in the list. Okay. Say apply. So now this SP office property is linked to the context. Save and close. Context is what comes on the left hand side and the page is what comes on the right hand side. So wait for this to complete processing and then zero warning. Done. Let's sign out. So we'll now go to person management. It can be anyone. See this SP office property. It comes in the order of that number that is displayed there.